Jiu-jitsu, grappling. Points, submission only, gi, no gi. Honestly, none of it really matters. We're spoiled for choice when it comes to grappling competitions because there are so many different formats out there. People have strong opinions over what's the best rule set to compete under and who the best grapplers are in each. Well, the truth is, none of it really matters because it's all the same thing. I'm gonna drop a huge truth bomb right now. The idea of picking and choosing rule sets has existed forever, as far back as records go. Jiu-jitsu guys would try to get favorable rules for when they competed against boxers, wrestlers, and vice versa. The practice was carried on by the Gracie family for decades. Now, they always sought to manipulate the rules they fought under to give jiu-jitsu an advantage. That settled down for a while. Jiu-jitsu has had a pretty solid code of rules since the 1960s, and they've barely changed since. Aside from some specific challenge matches, and these were almost always no-holds-barred fights, Jiu-jitsu matches had points and time limits, with almost no exceptions. The grappling rulebook expanded when ADCC came along, but there were still points and there were still time limits. The fashion for submission-only events only came along a couple of years ago with Meta Morris, and then later on events like EBI, Polaris, Fight to Win, and many more. Even though all these events have different rules, there is one consistent factor across all of them. The majority of the big names compete and win in all rule sets. I hate to break it to you, when it comes to the action, not that much changes. A guard pass is still a guard pass, a sweep is still a sweep, and a submission is still a submission. And the guys who win most consistently do so not just because they're good, it's because they keep an open mind and they don't need any kind of special advantage. We all have our favorite kind of events to watch, and that's the best thing about grappling. There's so much room for experimentation, there's something for everyone. But if you're training, don't be the guy who identifies by the rules you compete under. Yeah bro, I don't really care about points, I only train submission only. Hey, you can't touch my leg like that, that's a DQ. Grappling is a rich and varied art, and we shouldn't limit ourselves to what we practice or what we watch, because good grappling is good grappling, regardless of the rule set.